Okay, I'd love to read to you. Here we go. A long time ago, on a lovely beach, Mother Turtle laid her eggs in a perfect little nest. Mother Turtle knew that some animals on the beach liked to steal the eggs, but she had a plan. She made lots of empty nests along the beach to confuse the egg hunters. Mother Turtle's plan worked perfectly, and her eggs were safe. When the very first egg hatched, a little boy turtle came out. Mother Turtle called him Lorenzo Trudgealong. She knew Lorenzo was a long name, so she nicknamed him Speed. Speed started walking toward the sea. He had never seen the sea before, and he couldn't wait to get into the water. But suddenly, he found himself face to face with a large sand dune. Speed climbed the dune and saw the ocean for the first time. Young Speed loved to swim with the other turtles. His favorite style was the backstroke. He would swim along, underwater, on his back, and look up at the sunlight as it sparkled down through the water. When he grew up, Speed decided to explore the land. He said goodbye to Mother Turtle and headed off into the forest. Speed knew that life would be harder out of the water, but if he ever grew too tired, he would stop and rest in a pond. One day, after Speed had walked for weeks and weeks, he found himself in a palace garden. In the middle of the garden was a lovely pond. It looked like the perfect place for Speed to rest for a while. Speed didn't know it, but the pond belonged to young Prince Derek. You see, this story took place many years ago when Derek was still a boy. The prince was very happy to find a turtle, and Speed became Prince Derek's favorite pet. Prince Derek liked to practice shooting with his bow and arrows, and Speed was happy to be a target for the prince. You see, his shell was so thick that he couldn't feel the little arrows bouncing off. Every year, the royal family would hold a festival with a costume contest. Prince Derek decided to enter Speed in the contest. Dressed as a prince, he dressed Speed in his own hat and placed him on the stage. Of course, Speed won the contest. It was wonderful to win the contest, and Speed was so proud of his prize that he decided to carry it home to show Mother Turtle. Once again, Speed placed his backpack upon his shell and headed off through the forest toward the sea. Speed walked through the forest for days and days, but it was such a long time since he had left home that he started to lose his way. Deeper and deeper into the forest he walked, but the more he walked, the more lost he felt. Poor Speed was about to give up when he saw a little frog hopping up the path toward him. It was Jean Bob. Jean Bob told Speed that he was a prince, which Speed thought was very odd. He tried bowing to the frog prince, but he felt silly. Turned out that Speed and Jean Bob were both looking for the same thing, the sea. Jean Bob wanted to sail back to France, and Speed was looking for his sandy beach. And so, Speed and Jean Bob decided to travel together. It wasn't long before Speed and Jean Bob came upon Rothbart's garden. They thought the lake would be a perfect place to rest. Little did they know that I was about to enter Rothbart's garden too. And there our real adventure would begin.